Konnichiwa, adiash73 here with this week's Project Race Gaming update vlog. Bit of a mouthful, but basically it's just my vlog that I use to update my progress on what racing games I've been playing on my ongoing quest to climb the racing leaderboards on trueachievements.com. So by all means feel free to check out my profile there and see how I'm getting on. What I do is I produce this every Friday. Every Friday I update on a different particular leaderboard and just fill you in on my gaming week as a whole. I have a little bit of paper. I tell you, my desk is turning into a bit of a paper factory at the moment, all the little bits of notes that I have to take, which is the sort of format that I run through. So let's start off with what I've been playing. So the Konnichiwa is sort of a link. If you've not seen, I have been playing, let's get the old zoom working across that way, zoom it in, come on, zoom, focus, there we are, NTSA-J version of MotoGP 06, and I've also got coming in the post the Japanese version of Import Tuner Challenge. Now I bought both the games off eBay, bought them at the same time. MotoGP 06 was sent out later, it came 3 days ago and I've still not seen Import Tuner, so I'm getting a bit worried about that. I hope it turns up tomorrow because I've got a boosting session on Sunday set up with Bobcat and I really want it to come in tomorrow's post, so I'm getting a bit concerned that that's not going to come. That's one of the things with buying on eBay, I guess. We're halfway around the world, is it? You never know how it's going to go, but someone very kindly has loaned me a Japanese Xbox. Very, very thankful to them. I mean, there was no way that I would buy a Japanese Xbox just for 2 racing games, because that's all I'm really am interested in playing. But someone's offered to loan it to me. I've taken them up on that offer. This week I've been off work, so I drove over, I collected it, brought it back because I didn't, you know, obviously it's not mine and they're expensive, so I wanted to make the extra effort and go and collect it and bring it back, so I knew it was going to be handled carefully. I've set it up all nice and carefully and I'm going through playing, you know, the Japanese games now and it's fantastic. Thank you very much. I can't emphasize enough how grateful I am to you. I'm not going to embarrass you by putting your name up, but you know who you are. Thank you very, very much. Obviously payment for the loan will be you get the 2 Japanese games once I've done with them, and obviously I'll return the Xbox back to you, drive over and drop that off to you. So that's the payment. I think that's a good deal. There's no way I'd have been able to play those games otherwise, and I am serious about moving up these leaderboards, so it's one of those things that I feel I wanted to do. Once the games are done, they're done forever, then they're on my card forever. So that's the Japanese theme, that's Japanese Konnichiwa. You know where I'm going. Really, I should say arigato to him for loaning me the Xbox, I think. I don't know Japanese, but I think that's thank you. So that's what I've been doing, that's what I'm going to focus on, Japanese games. I played MotoGP 06 before. I played it more or less a year ago to the date. It was the end of April, beginning of May. Didn't take me too long that time, took me quite a while to get used to the controls. Because bike games are very different to car games. So in a car you're looking at a certain distance ahead of the car, particularly if you drive as I do, primarily in chase mode. But on a bike you've got to look that little bit further down the track, so it's more about the next corner rather than the corner you're in. It takes quite a bit of adjusting to get that switch, and also to the feel of the power as you're going through the corner, so you can, you know, get a nice racing line and get the lean right. Because I don't play that many bike races, there aren't that many on the Xbox. I've got all of them now, I think, to play, if I haven't played them already. It does take quite a bit of time to switch over, but I've been playing that this week. I'm progressing quite nicely. I'm into Season 3, which is the Championship season, champ level. Then after that it's Legend season. I've done all the challenges as I've gone along. I've got loads of cap on that, so I can stitch that and put that up on my channel. For people who might be struggling with the challenges. After that there's the extreme mode to play, and the extreme mode takes a little while, about the same as the first part, but I'm not expecting any difficulty as I've done the 1000 already on the Euro version. I'm not expecting any trouble. Other new games, as I say, Import Tuner, I just wish that would turn up. I'm really frustrated that it hasn't turned up. Got myself a second copy of MotoGP because that one I talked about last week, winning its way to the USA, is in the post. That's off, and in the post I got in there. I'm not going to tell you the front of it because it's got personal details on, but that was 2 US racers that came to me from the person that I'm sending that one to, so it's like a bike exchange. So he sent me SBK08, the North America version, and also SBKX, which I have got. That is in the shelf behind me in the pile of games, wrong side over there, as I always get the finger wrong, do it all the time. That is over there, but the EU version you can't complete. It's got like an achievement you can't unlock properly, whereas on the US version you can unlock the full 1000, and obviously that's important to me as a completionist. So stop for breath. That's where I am. That's what I'm going to be doing. So it looks like quite a few bike races for the next few weeks at least, which is good because it means you keep your eye in, and you know it's good to do them back to back, because then you're not having to go for car racing, bike racing, car racing, you know, and you have to get your eye in again every time. So hopefully it should all be good, but I've certainly got enough games to keep me going for the rest of May. Only boosting sessions I've got coming up are the one with Bobcat, that hopefully the game will come tomorrow and I can get that going on Sunday, and also the one for MotoGP 1011, which is in the towards the end of May, middle to end of May, for the play against or win a race against a grid full of real people. They're the only sessions I've got set up. Put the teeth back in. I'm not looking to set up any new sessions because I've got my hands full, really. But if there is something I need, who knows, I might slip one in, I don't know. I will need to do other stuff, I'm sure, but at the moment no new boosting sessions. I will announce them in here before I post them on TA, just so you can keep up to date. With that, I'm just checking down my little checklist. As I say, you know, I always have my bits of paper, and my desk is looking a bit like a paper factory. There's too many bits of paper. I'll have to have a tidy up. So nothing really new to tell you, so let's move on to the leaderboard update. As you can tell, I'm still sort of feeling my way with these, but it's sort of coming together. I'll probably have to change my little crib sheet so I make it a bit more succinct. Do feel a bit like I'm waffling a bit, but there's always a bit, you know, it's always waffle. All you're waiting for, I know, is when I make a stupid mistake and then say something that's wrong, or my mouth doesn't work properly. It is starting to happen now, but I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to concentrate really hard and really focus and look like I'm doing a poo. But that's what you not want to hear, is it? You don't want to hear stuff like that. You want to hear how I'm doing on these racing leaderboards. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you've turned off already. But if you've turned off already, then there's no point me talking to you. Where am I going with this? I'm going nowhere with it, so let's get back on track. This week, last week it was a game score update. This week it's a TA score update. The next time for this update will be in 5 weeks' time, because I'm on a 5-week cycle, as I explained last week. So let's start by recapping on the amount of people that TA currently tracks on the racing board leaderboards. Now, originally when I first started looking at this, TA had 148,540 people tracked on their racing board leaderboards worldwide. They currently have 150,057 people. In Europe it was 32,785, it's now 33,051, and for England, which is what I track, it was 19,258, and we're now up to 19,333. So we've gone up a little bit on all three leaderboards, which is not unsurprising. TA is growing all the time, which is great as far as I'm concerned, but I always like to put that bit in there because it gives sort of a benchmark of where I am. With that out of the way, let's move on to the actual data itself, the stats itself. I love my stats, I say it all the time, you know I love my stats. You might not love stats, but I do, and I know there are people out there who do too, so this bit's for me and you. There we are, like it or not, I don't know, but it's always going to be in here because I like it. My TA score when I first started tracking this, which actually, funnily enough, I haven't made a note of the date. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I started doing these tracks, but it was when I did the first leaderboard update vlog, which is on the channel. It's in this playlist, but I just haven't got it written down. Ho hum. My TA score for racing games was it's going wrong. No, it was 139,562. My TA score as of today's date, which is the, better check down the bottom there so I get it, I've been off this week so all my dates have gone wrong, 4th of May, I currently have 144,270 TA score. So that's an increase of 4,708, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, in terms of leaderboard positions, because after all this is my aim to get into the top 5 of all positions, when I first tracked it, back with the original leaderboard update, I was, for TA score leaderboard, worldwide 8th, and I'm still 8th. Whoop-de-doopy. Hooray. Yippee skippy. No, but the thing is, I have made progress, because although I'm 8th place, I am only 227 TA points, which is not a great deal, behind the person in 5th place. So that it's really tight now, really tight between 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th. Very, very tight, only 227 points. In Europe, I was 7th, and I'm still 7th. So the same thing, what can I do? But not far to go, similar points ratio to get to 4th place. And the UK, I was 3rd, and you guessed it, I'm still 3rd place. But this time I'm only 56 TA points behind Mr. Ian K, who's now back in the UK. Welcome back, Ian, and he is going to push me hard, and I like it. I like the fact you're back, and I like the fact it's going to be a bit of leapfrogging, and we're going to be egging each other on. That just makes it even more enjoyable for me, and I'm sure in no time we can make it an England 1, 3 and 4, maybe. I'm sorry to Mr. Send the Games to America, you know who you are, but you have to get someone to get you a Power Xbox. So that's the only way, and then you can join in the fun of our ongoing competition to push ourselves up that leaderboard. We want to go up the leaderboard because there are lots of people below that want to steal our places. They want to grab them with their little hands on their controllers and they want to race. Okay, I'm going to stop there because it's getting a bit weird. I'm starting to go off on a strange tangent. Probably had too much coffee today. That's probably what it is. So there we are. So as a whole, just to sum up, I'm quite happy with that. I know I haven't moved up any positions, but I'm right on the old cusp. I'm on their tails. I'm tailing them. I'm drafting them. I'm in their slipstream, ready to pull out and bomb past them. That's the plan. So next week, a different leaderboard update. I'll update you on a different one. Hopefully by then I'll have moved up. Who knows? Maybe not though, because those other people, they still race. It's not as if they're standing still. They are still moving. And that's it. That is the Project Race update vlog thing. It's starting to come together. Still not perfect. Still want to do more stuff with it and make it a bit slicker. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's piqued your interest. I'm always open to any suggestions that you'd like to hear me talk about in this one or something like that. Thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, hopefully you've not been put off by my big shiny head or my incredibly excitable voice and my boyish young looks. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one this week, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. By all means, hit the like button, drop me some comments either on TA or in the comments down in YouTube there. Subscribe to my channel. It's all really appreciated, and I do always try and respond to people. So thanks for watching, take care and have a good week. Bye bye.